Okay, so I'm in Seller Central right now, and when you go to catalog, it'll go to add products. This is the screen that they'll show you, and we're going to want to type in what we want to sell, or the ASIN that's corresponding to the listing that we want to sell on. And if you type in the name instead of the ASIN, you would scroll down until you find the thing that you want to sell. New, put your price in. I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service for my items and sell. Make sure that's clicked. You don't need to add this in. Save and finish. Then when you would come here, you would get a few options. This is fulfillment by Amazon, requires a scannable barcode. So what they want is the UPC or any of these other numbers. That's usually on the product. Now these products are already listed because we're doing OA and wholesale. So once they're already listed, you know, a seller already created the listing and dealt with this. So depending on if the UPC does come on this, the Jengas, I have them. I know for a fact they have them on there. So we would get an option. Some people would automatically have to put the Amazon barcode. So that would make you or your prep center would have to label it, or yourself would use the Amazon label service, and then you would have them label it when it gets there to the fulfillment center. So me, I'm gonna go up the manufacturing barcode so I don't have to worry about labeling these. And then the next screen is going to be convert to fulfilled by Amazon. And to do this, they just ask you a couple of questions that pretty much, it's your dangerous goods information. This always pops up when you list anything through the FBA system. And these are going to be the two questions. First one's if it has a battery or if it utilizes batteries. It does not. If yours does, please press yes. If the product considered a dangerous good or hazardous material, regulated for transportation, storage, and or waste. No, we're going to be playing with this in the living room, perfectly safe. Submit. Now, you come down here, it's going to say completed. If you think you messed something up, I don't know how you could, but if you wanted to, there's your second chance right there. Edit the form. Then you would save and continue. Then you would have to wait about, I don't know, maybe 30-40 seconds. Refresh the page and your new listing should show up like this. You would find this under your inventory management. So you'd click in here. Inventory, manage inventory, and then it would take you to this page. And you would click the white box over here, which will always highlight this gray box for you to perform actions on the listings that you selected. So once you click that white box, the gray box will appear, and then inside the gray box they have all these options. So in here, when you have your products or you want to start your shipping plan and send some inventory in, you would send and replenish inventory. Then here, you'd press individual products. I don't ever usually get any case products, but if you had case products, that's what it would be. And then in our shipping plan, we're going to put how many units we have. Start off with 25. You come down here, the next page. This is important. So you'll come over here, who preps. You would put merchant because you're going to prep this item whether it's in your house or you have a prep center and they will be prepping it, so you don't want to get charged for a fee for that. Labeling required. All products have a scannable barcode for non-conglomerate products, as Amazon's product label will need to be affixed to each unit. You can print and apply the labels from this page, or you can have Amazon apply these labels for a fee. So these products in this shipment do not require additional labels because I have a UPC already on the product. So sometimes you don't even have to pay for labeling. So that's kind of a benefit that I have if I'm not using a prep center when we're starting off in my own house. I don't have to print the labels off. I use Amazon service, but I'm not even going to get charged 20 cents times the 25 products, so I save money. That's a benefit. Now, if the UPC was not registered under this listing, we'd have to print off labels, but I use Amazon service, which is 20 cents, and then I would send them in and they'll label them for me. Then when you get to this page, right above here would be your cost. You'll see it up there, your summary. The inventory you send to Amazon may be split at merchant SKUs, MSQ level into multiple shipments. We have assigned to each shipment to specific fulfillment centers. Okay guys, to get around this would have to be a different section, and we're gonna go to that tip right now. Click on fulfillment by Amazon. Inbound settings, go to inventory placement option, inventory placement service, edit, and then put that in there as an option, and then it'll always send all your stuff to one fulfillment center. And if you have a ton of stuff, I've never seen it sent more than 2 fulfillment centers. So then scroll up here, and optional services. If you are prepping from your house and you don't want to label a whole bunch of items, you just go into optional services and you use Amazon's labeling service, and you just make that your default. And then who preps, you just put merchant as your default, and you save both of these options and you're good to go. Let's get back to it. Coming back to this, now we would approve our shipment. We would click this button. Then we would go to work on our shipment. Then when we work on our shipment, it'll take us to this page. Now they give you a tip, right? Review shipment contents. You can review and modify your unit quantity here, and can only change quantity by 5% or 6 units, which isn't much, guys, so let's not make too many mistakes. 5% of 100 is only 5 items, and you're probably not even sending in 100 items. So if you mess up, you could probably only change 1 or 2. So that's a good tip that Amazon always lets you look at. We are not sending any pallets. You're usually going to be from individual boxes, so we always keep that top one clicked. Choose either or. And then this is the more important one. How will this shipment be packed? Now, if you have everything in one box, 1 SKU per box, so that means you have, let's say, toys, that's all 1 SKU in one box, and then a I don't know, a bamboo plates all in the other box from Walmart that you bought. That's what that would mean. More than 1 SKU per box, total of 15 boxes or less. More than 1 SKU per box, more than 15 boxes. So you can put multiple SKUs in the same box. It just can't exceed 50 pounds, and you should always go a little lower than 50 pounds. Now I can come down here, shipment quantity 10 and 10, right? These are 2 different toys, but I can, box weight is 5.5 pounds, 10 by 10 by 12. And you would confirm this. As you confirm, it's going to come down here, and your shipping charges are going to be next. You are responsible for providing accurate shipment information for the actual cost of the shipment. So just try to be as accurate you can. With your measurements should be on point. Always round up a quarter or a half if you need to, and then always round up a half a pound if you need to. When you click it, there they give your price, and then you would agree to terms. See, it says billable weight is 9 pounds and your shipment weight is 5 pounds. So, I mean, it's a good deal, but once you start getting a lot of things in a box, it gets even a better deal, because you start getting billed for a certain amount of weight, and you can really use up to that weight for this low amount of money. So 9 pounds can be a lot of stuff, if you guys understand. Like, you might buy a lot of lightweight things, and when you put them in a box, they come to like 10 pounds and you get billed $4. That's not bad, right? That's like 50 cents a unit or something like that. It's pretty good. And then when you would accept the charges, Amazon gives you another tip and a warning with an exclamation mark, which is very, very, useful for us. You have 23 hours and 59 minutes. They give you almost a whole entire day to avoid these charges. If you're not going to send out that shipment, maybe you want to put it in another shipment, maybe you have made errors, maybe you want to do the 5% change on the quantity. So that's why that's there for you. And then this would be the next step, and this is where you would get your shipment labels from. So you just print the box labels, and when you print the box labels, they'll pop up like this, and then you would just save OK. Okay, guys, so that'd be the end, and then this is what the shipping label would look like. All right, and then you would print those out, put them on your packages, or your prep center would be doing that. And then if you put them on your packages, you would bring them to UPS or FedEx, and then the next step would just be tracking your packages and waiting for them to hit the fulfillment center to hit reserve status before they are ready to be sold. And another tip is, if you have a pick and pack center, the only part you should be doing in their service is listing the items and sourcing it. That's your job. They're doing the other part, which is the service. So make sure in the service they do all the other steps that I did, because there's no reason for you to do it, because you're paying for the service, okay? If that's not a part of your agreement, make sure that you call your pick and pack center up and you make it a part of your agreement. Remember, this is a B2B service. You're a business and they're a business. So make sure you put that into your agreement, and that is tip number 3. All right, guys, so I hope that helps. Make sure you get on your pick and pack center, get the right service. You guys at home, I hope this clarifies how to list your products and how to make shipping labels when they get here. I showed you a shipping label. I gave you the previous tip for your inbound settings and your default prep for labels, and prep. So just make sure you guys follow all those steps. Smash the subscribe button. You guys are awesome, and stick around for more content. Peace.